ready. We're testing 4-0. 4-0. Let's make sure this works. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. We're just testing it right now. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we're good. Welcome. Just doing this really semi-quick recap. Probably going to be doing this for about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. Has to do with every recap. Well, most recaps, I should say. So, had a lot of time to think about this, and I had a lot of time to think. Well, not a lot of time, but also a lot of time to think about this game because I'm gonna be I've been very busy this week. I should say. I know. Welcome, Alex, Daniel, Luke. The Minnesota Vikings squeak out a victory 31-29 against the Green Bay Packers. And I gotta say, that was a close one. That was for sure a close one. It was closer than it needed to be. It was good that we had this test. I will say it was good that we had this this experience. Don't take any opponent for granted. Don't get too relaxed, So in the first half, we looked absolutely amazing. Sam Darnold was slinging it, and Justin Jefferson getting that nice touchdown to go up 28-0. But Sam Darnold put it only where Justin Jefferson could put it, and he just made a freaking play on that. And I think the thing that helped the Vikings in the first half on offense was the thing that came to bite them in the second half in the offense was Aaron Jones getting that touchdown. In the first half, they knew, okay, we're going to make sure we're going to go up. They know we're going to use Aaron Jones. So that's why we're going to use this faked, instead of handing it to Jones, we're going to hand it to Addison, for a touchdown. I think that was the opening touchdown. I want to say, I'm not 100% sure. The second touchdown was the, I know Addison also had a receiving touchdown too. Second was definitely the Josh Oliver touchdown. Fake it to Jones. Josh Oliver right there, touchdown. And then Jordan Addison scored another touchdown through the air. That was the biggest positive of the day for the Packers defense. And Jones telling afterward that defense, a couple players on the defense were, hey, we didn't let you in the end zone. But at the end of the day, most important thing was getting the W. So, hey, didn't give up the touchdown to Aaron Jones. He did have 93 yards on the ground, 46 through the air. So Aaron Jones still having a very productive day. But in the second half, when the Vikings were up by that much, you could see that they were really trying to hammer it home to Jones. And that was sort of in the detriment of the Vikings, as you saw in the Sam Darnold interception ? That was really, we can debate about that interception all day. But he just forced that to Aaron. But Sam Darnold in the third quarter, was it third quarter, fourth quarter? Oh man, I already forgot. I want to say third. Forced that in the corner to Jones, it was like double coverage or whatnot. And that was just bad decision. I don't know whether it was decided by Kevin O'Connell to do that, or Sam Darnold wanted to get this touchdown. But that was the one play I'm like, yeah. But um, we did what we needed to do, and we won the game. The defense in the second half, you could say they got a little relaxed. Um, but also the Packers never had a drive where they were gonna take the lead. They had a drive where they would make it a one score, but to keep making it closer, but never had a drive where they would go where they were gonna take the lead. They would just take it down. But still, it was still getting really, really close um at the end, and we got to be more disciplined on the defense. Um, and we're playing Aaron Rodgers next week. Aaron Rodgers hasn't looked that good as of late. The Jets offense is the Jets offense right now, and I think it looks like they only play well against the Patriots. Um, so, but Jordan Love, I mean, he came back. First half was very iffy for him. He sort of got his mojo a little bit back, 32 of 54, 389, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And when you lofted and Jordan Love in the fourth quarter really was lighting it up. Um, the one hero ball pass, yeah, that was not a great decision by him. I mean, that's also something the defense. That's what happens when you're on, when you have that big of a lead. You sort of force the other team to have to maybe sometimes make those hero ball um, throws, and we got him on that one. Byron Murphy, he was getting. Yes, exactly. Jets, suck, suck, suck. So, but Jordan Love, I think over these next couple weeks will be getting better as he's going to hopefully get a little bit more healthier each week. Um, yes, he did not look 100%, but he did look very capable of, playing an entire game and all that. So I just think Brian Flores knows what he's doing. The defense knows what they're doing. It's just that we guys got to be a little bit more disciplined. Um, so while Byron Murphy was getting sliced up in the second half, I mean, I get that. I 100% get that. Um, and maybe you should have waited. I mean, most medical experts would be like, I get it. It's a division game. That's why you brought him back against us. I would have said maybe another week or two. That was like when I saw the injury and it all happened. It should have been like, okay, maybe a week or two after us. But you know, Malik Willis, would he have played better against us? I mean, you get the extra threat of rush of a running. Jordan Love only had one rush of 6 yards, so we did not have the threat of a very mobile quarterback. So that sort of played into our favor a little bit in all of this. And we sort of mitigated because we scored so many points in the first half. We didn't have to really focus too much on stopping the running backs. Josh Jacobs, Emmanuel Wilson, 51 yards for Jacobs, 27 yards for Emmanuel Wilson. Mainly, mainly we didn't have to worry about that anymore. And then because they didn't rush the ball much in the second half. Um, so yes, we gave up a lot of yards through the air. I do think. I mean, I know Brian Flores is gonna put them. I mean, set them in their place, and and you do have to play a little bit. I mean, I think it was that definitely played a little too soft, but still, Jordan Love, I will give him his flowers and um, say that he really stepped it up. Jaden Reed, 7 catches, 139 yards. Wicks, 5 catches, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Tucker Craft, 6 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown. So really was able to spread the ball out a lot in that second half. So there was that. The On the Vikings side of the ball, I already said Aaron Jones, what he did. Sam Darnold was 20 of 28, 275, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Another great another great day by Sam Darnold, and he's been playing his former team, the New York Jets. Oh, sorry, New Jersey Jets. In London, Justin Jefferson, 6 catches, 85 yards and a touchdown. Addison, 3 catches, 72 yards and a touchdown. And yeah, Aaron Jones already did that. And then Jalen Naylor, who's now our wide receiver 3, Brandon Powell, got a little. I remember he got a little shaken up there against on a potential. I think it was a cat on a potential on a throw. Um, but yeah, Jalen Naylor, speedy Jalen Naylor, has solidified himself as wide receiver 3. And I'm very excited with this wide receiver core, what they can do. The defense, they only got 1 sack, and that was by Pat Jones. He now has 5 sacks on the season. And I mean, what more can you ask? When you make the opposing team need to pass a lot. Chiefs got cursed week 5. I picked the Saints. Already. I already picked the Saints because Rice being out is already going to be a struggle. They've been dancing through the tulips. I already picked the Saints even before Brandon Perna cursed them. So thank you, Perna. And hello, Bob. Sorry for your loss against the Colts. So yeah. But you'll bounce back. Justin Fields is your guy now. So in terms of what the Packers did to us, they got to us twice. Quay Walker had a sack. Nixon had a sack, and they were able to recover a fumble on us. I think that was, was that Edrin Cooper, I believe, recovered a fumble against us. So, yeah, I mean, got hit got hit, and as he was trying to throw, and it was just fumbled, and the offensive line. You know who I'm talking about. But I'll say his name, and I'll keep saying his name every single week. Ed Ingram. I'm looking at you, Ed Ingram. Once we get some players healthy once we get a certain guard, hopefully off of IR in the next month, hopefully they have the balls to make the change. But until then, we gotta suffer with Ed Ingram for at least the next couple weeks or so. So, but I'm loving. But besides that, offensive line held up for the most part. And Garrett Bradbury. Garrett Bradbury. Yeah, that was just today. The last. Sunday was definitely one of his little more lower days. Yes. Garrett Bradbury had a little low of a day. On Sunday, and he's had his up and down moments. Definitely got some penalties. But what can you do? So, and he's a little undersized. He's been he's been here. He's been, as I said, up and down. So those are probably the two weakest points on the offensive line. Ed Ingram being way number one, and then um, Garrett Bradbury. He's week to week. He's not consistent. He's not consistent. Well, Ed Ingram is consistently bad. So yeah, don't you do that to me, Ricky Bobby. That's what I gotta say to that. That's what I gotta say. That's what I gotta say to that. That's what I gotta say to that. So and then of course we gotta go to the special teams because of course. Just because of that. We're going to talk about the special teams. Will Bradford hit a clutch field goal to make it a 2-score game late in the fourth quarter. He was perfect on all of his extra points. Meanwhile, the Packers. Let's see how they did kicking. I don't know why. Wait, why does it say 0? Oh wait, they missed both. Yeah, Narvinson. Man, the spirit of Blair Walsh resides in you. So, Packers kicking bad. They were lucky. I mean, they got that punt recovery. Jalen Naylor should not have let that go back. Should not even been touched it at all. And then the Packers recovered it. You can't advance it, and they still scored a touchdown at the end. In despite of Matt LaFleur's temper tantrum on the sideline. So that really changed the game a lot to make it 28-7. So just little things like that. Any little thing can really make a big difference in the game. So we got to mitigate those as much as possible. So yeah, I mean, I like what the Vikings are doing. I do think they are, dare I say, the best team in the NFL right now. But I mean, the record. I mean, I think they're doing better than the Chiefs right now, especially health wise. They are much more healthy than the Chiefs. They really got. I mean, they got out this week without really any injuries for the most part. So, and they're just playing some damn good football and have been some very high quality opponents that we will probably see in the playoffs, like the 49ers, the Texans, and even the Green Bay Packers. So when does Darnold's insanity end? If I had to put a date on it, I do not think it's going to be against the Jets. I do not. I think he really wants to beat the Jets, but hopefully he doesn't get Kevin O'Connell doesn't get too caught up into that like with the Aaron Jones thing. That will cost us the game. But I don't think it'll be the Jets game. If anything, it will most likely be the Lions game. The Lions game coming off of the bye is the one that is most likely going to be the one where probably ends for for Sam Darnold in terms of the win streak. So, but in terms of like we're talking about if we're talking about like the overall drop off of Darnold, I don't know about that. In terms of the Vikings win streak, yes, I know it will probably be jet lag, but just because of the whole timing and all of that, in terms of what Kevin O'Connell wants to do with that, what Kevin O'Connell wants to do with that. So it's going to be interesting to see how much that will play effect into it, but hopefully not as much as we hope. So the Vikings playing the Jets, not going to be easy. Great defense. So but not as so good offense. I think we can hold them to. I think I said 20-30. If I'm not mistaken, my prediction said 20-13. But I think that could possibly be true. I don't. I think our defense is good enough um, to hold them, sort of like what the Broncos did. The offense will have to be very strategic. Always got to be aware of Sauce Gardner, and just and just take what's given to you. Um, so that's all I really got to really say on this game for the most part. Just got to be better. It was good that we had this experience and not another blowout victory. Of course, I wouldn't have liked it this close, but it was good just to have the experience, but still get the win at the same time. Just as sort of like, hey, it's a wake up call for us that we need that hey, you know, don't stop till the clock hits zero. So you know, but um, Vikings have one more game before the bye week. They'll be able to rest up, and then prepare for the Detroit Lions. So update. I will not be streaming. I mean, I will be sorry. I will be streaming the game, but I will not be here to stream the game. I'm going to be out west on vacation. While on vacation, streaming the game. So yes, I'll be up at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for that game. That'll be 8:30 for all the Central folks. So yeah, I'll be streaming from a hotel room, um, just like I did with the Timberwolves game um, back during when the draft was happening. So that's gonna be an interesting experience. Hopefully internet holds up. And if, I'll just I can pay a little bit more if it requires for better internet. So yeah. Um, yes. Hopefully. Crossing fingers. Tomorrow being the Buccaneers. Got the Falcons. Falcons Thursday Night Football. So yes, cross fingers. So um, yeah, that's all I really got. I got a lot to do. But I had just made sure to squeeze this. Just made sure I wanted to squeeze this in right, 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 right before I just need to. I really get ready. So yeah, now looking forward to it. Of course, I know. So Vikings win 31-29 against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field. We'll be going next time you'll see me. We'll be going live for the London game on Sunday. So make sure to set your alarms, and we'll be saying good top of the morning then. So thank you all for watching. This has been Adam, also known as Minnesota Vikings Band 28, and as always, skull and let's go 5-0, baby. See you Sunday morning. Let's go.